Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Smart Eng Hub, the place where your English grows slowly, calmly, and naturally. If you're new here, don't worry. You don't need a notebook. You don't need to take notes. Just listen, relax, and let English flow into your mind. Today's episode is something special. This topic is not only about learning English, it's about life, patience, and believing in your own quiet progress. So wherever you are right now, maybe you're working, eating, studying, or just lying down, take a deep breath and let's begin this journey together. Because even one small step today can bring you closer to your big dream tomorrow. Take a moment. Stop everything you're doing. Forget your to-do list for a while. This is your time to breathe, to listen, to feel alive again. You don't have to chase big goals today. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to take one small step. Because sometimes life changes not when we do something big, but when we keep doing something small again and again. Every dream you have starts small. Every skill you want to learn begins with confusion. Even your favorite speaker, your favorite teacher, once had their first nervous moment, their first broken sentence, their first time they almost gave up. But they didn't stop. And that's the only reason they are where they are now. You see, success is not about one big move. It's about thousands of tiny actions no one ever sees. The nights you practiced pronunciation quietly. The mornings you repeated new words in your mind. The times you corrected your own mistakes without telling anyone. That's where growth lives, not in the spotlight, but in the silence of effort. If you're listening to this right now, you might be working, or eating, or lying in bed after a long day. Maybe you feel tired. Maybe you feel like nothing's changing. But listen closely. This small moment, this quiet act of listening, is already a step forward. You are training your mind to stay calm. You are practicing focus in a noisy world. You are improving your English even when you think you're just relaxing. That's the beauty of small steps. They work even when you don't notice. Let me tell you something real. We all want fast results. We want to speak fluently now, to be confident today, to feel successful this year. But fast things fade. Slow things stay. When you build something slowly, you understand it deeply. When you take time to learn, you don't just remember words, you feel their meaning. That's how real progress happens. Not when you rush, but when you grow quietly. So next time you doubt yourself, remember this. You don't need to move mountains today. You just need to take one small step and another one tomorrow. Even when it feels like nothing's happening, you are still moving forward because progress doesn't shout, it whispers. It speaks softly through your patience, your effort, your willingness to try again. And one day, you'll look back and realize those small steps weren't small at all. They were the foundation of everything you've become. Every day you listened to English, every sentence you understood, every word you practiced, it all mattered. You didn't need to be perfect. You just needed to keep going. So let's make a promise today, a gentle one. We don't have to rush. We don't have to compete. We just have to keep learning one small, peaceful step at a time. Because even the quietest step creates a sound in your future. Now you understand more about yourself. What works for you? What doesn't? When you need motivation and when you need rest. That awareness is part of growth. It's not lost time. It's preparation. Sometimes the world moves too fast. Everyone seems to be achieving something. You open social media and see people speaking perfectly, traveling, working, smiling, and you start thinking, I'm behind. But you're not behind. You're on your own path, your own timing. The flowers don't all bloom on the same day, and neither do people. Your season is coming. Plant emoji. And when it comes, you'll be ready. Not because you rushed, but because you grew slowly, quietly, and honestly. Starting again doesn't need to be dramatic. You don't have to tell the world. You don't have to make a big announcement. You just need to whisper to yourself, I'm back. That simple sentence carries strength. It means you refused to quit. It means you still believe that something beautiful can happen. You see, beginning again isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of resilience. It's proof that your hope is stronger than your doubt. Maybe you stopped practicing English because life got busy. That's okay. Maybe you stopped believing in your dreams because they felt too big. That's okay too. The most important thing is you're here now. You pressed play. You're listening. You're starting again. And this small action, listening right now, is already the beginning of change. Every restart carries a message. I'm willing to try again. And that's one of the most powerful messages in life, Because when you try again, you invite growth back into your story. You invite courage back into your heart. You give yourself permission to move forward, slowly but surely. Imagine a river. Sometimes it flows fast, sometimes it moves quietly, but it never stops. Even when it meets rocks, it finds a way around them, patiently, gently, always moving. You are that river. Your dreams are still flowing, even when you can't see the movement. And maybe this time, starting again will feel different. Because this time, you know how to take care of yourself. You know that mistakes are not failures, they're lessons. You know that slow is still progress. You've learned that rest is not the enemy of growth. It's part of it. You've learned that the second beginning can be even more beautiful than the first. Let's be honest. Sometimes you'll want to give up again. That's human. But each time you rise again, you become a little bit stronger. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Smart Eng Hub, the beauty of starting again. If these words touched your heart, remember, it's never too late to begin again. Whether it's learning English, chasing your dream, or rebuilding your confidence, you always have another chance. Every time you listen to English, you're not just improving your language, you're improving your life. So, take your time. Be gentle with yourself. And whenever you fall, remember that you are strong enough to rise again. Because you are not starting from zero, you're starting from experience. This is Smart Eng Hub, where your heart and your English grow together. See you in the next episode, and until then, keep believing in your power to start again.